question?
Any glasses?
You have a question?
Yeah. So I mean, and I'm looking at all of this, and you mentioned a lot about hyperinflation, and personally, I haven't heard that word that many times in my lifetime.
Sure.
Could you possibly just break down what is hyperinflation, what causes it, just more or less, so that we can understand a little bit more of what hyperinflation is?
Yeah. So if you take this phone, let's say all it is you tie a currency to a good, no matter what it is, right? And you go, okay, how many of this currency can I buy this? Now, if you get inflation, right, it takes a lot more of this currency to buy this would be inflation. Now, the reverse would be it takes a lot less of this to buy the phone. That would be deflation. Well, in this hyperinflation scenario, you're looking at, well, a good example would be your ComEd bill, your first month, would be, let's say, $75. The next month it goes to $150. The next month after that it's $300. And this is, I can't perfectly give you it just what it is. Next month it's $500. Next month it's $1,000. Next month it's $2,000. Next month it's $5,000. But that's just not for your ComEd bill. That's for everything that you can touch or every service or good that you have. And this isn't changing. None of these goods are changing. But what's changing is the value of your currency. It's just plummeting in value. So. Okay.
And I got a question.
Yeah.
For those of us that invested in the stock market, when you say hyperinflation will make the stock market skyrocket as far as the value of price?
Unbelievable question. That's such an awesome question. So what happens is, in these scenarios, and the stock market went up the most in Weimar, Germany during that period. It went up exponentially. But because it went up that much, the rate of inflation went way above that. So in turn, you only had 3% of your purchasing power. So if you have $1,000, you're only going to have 3% of that relative to the rate of inflation compared to what the stock values go up to. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. But
Sorry.
Shouldn't
have said that.
Are you saying that the value of the money that you're supposed to get out of the stock market won't equivalent to the inflation price?
Exactly. So look at it this way, right? So if I have $100 in my stocks, right, and I have this this good right here, this will go to $1,000. This will go to $700.
Okay.
So this is going to outpace this as it goes up. So with the currency in the stock market that you have, it'll be able to buy less of goods around when you go to cash out because it's all denominated into currency.
So I would never be able to catch up.
99% of the time, yes. But in my next video, I will show you there's a couple stocks that you can buy that are going to make you at least weather the storm.
Okay. So then I have a question.
Sure.
So because you explained to us how it's going to affect investments and things that do fluctuate and are affected. So what about actual physical goods? So say if I'm the type of person that I like to invest in things I can own, like say a home or property or things of that nature.
Yeah.
Now how would those things be affected by hyperinflation?
That would be, in that scenario, you want to own as many goods as possible that you can touch, because as this scenario plays itself out, a house price goes astronomically, way higher. Anything that you can touch becomes way higher. So now, if you buy it prematurely before the hyperinflation, you're not going to lose much currency because you've already bought it before that.
Okay, so it's safe to assume the safe route would probably be to invest in physical goods as opposed to investing in a more variable.
It's invest in anything that you can touch over anything that's denominated in that local currency. In our case, it's dollars.
Okay.
Yeah. And I hope you join me for my next video when I show you how to place your chess pieces before you cross over the Rubicon of the Raven. Thank you.